Hello and welcome back to Faster Than Light. We'll just jump straight through into the game here. Oh, and we're immediately greeted with a warning. It's been about a day since I recorded this. Well, since I recorded the last episode, so I'd forgotten we were in quite as much trouble. Here we have the EFZ Silence, because I couldn't think of a better name at the time. Aavak on the helm, Arson on shields, Extro on weapons, and Swamps on engines. And it looks like it's only our hull that's damaged. We've got 86 scrap. So we'll just have a quick look. Ah yes, we jumped into the Engi controlled sector. And I think for a bit of a change of pace, we'll go along the top this time. Break it up a bit, you know. The rebels starting to predict my movements, keep them guessing. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Ooh. It could be a trap, but this is an Engi sector, so it's well, it's not exactly without threat to us, but it's less threatening than a Mantis or a Rebel sector. So, well, we can't risk there being people down there from the Federation who are in trouble. We need to go down and have a look. As you approach the signal, you receive a message on a Rebel channel. I knew we'd catch some Federation fish with this signal. Prepare to be boarded, scum. Damn it. Okay. Oh, bugger. We're going straight for our oxygen. So, we're going to need to get up there, but Swamps is no good at fighting, so I'm going to swap him with Arson. And in the meantime, I'm going to go for their weapons with the missile. Oh. Right. Extra, quickly get over there. Arson, go heal as well. Actually, Swamps, get in there and repair the O2 as fast as you can. We'll need to take... Well, we've lost some power from the O2, so we can put it onto medbay. Get Extra and Arson back on full health, and then we'll hit again. We're going to go for their weapons again with both of our weapon systems. Hopefully we can take it down. Oh, no wonder they've got a defense drone. This is a defense drone. It'll basically orbit their ship, and it'll shoot down missiles. It'll try to shoot down boarding parties as well, like if you're sending like a boarding drone. You can overwhelm it if you've got enough stuff to throw at it at once, but generally speaking, you're in trouble. You won't be able to get most... You know, a single missile will never get through. It'll always be able to shoot it down. At least as far as I've seen. I've never seen them miss. So we want to just keep up the pressure. We'll try and take down that drone as well. And this is interesting. It doesn't look like they actually had anyone, like a teleporter on their ship. It was like those guys teleported in as part of the event, which is new to me. I've not seen that happen before. Right, we need to take that. Wow, this isn't done again. And I keep repairing it. I'm worried they may try to charge up their faster than light drive if we do enough damage. So I'm going to keep alternating back onto the engines. Try and keep that down. There we go. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. We got two fuel, 1 drone part, and 20 scrap. Now, Extro and Arson were damaged in that, as was Swamp, so first get them all back on full health. We have a lot of scrap, but we are so badly wounded. Our ship is so badly damaged, that is. I don't want to spend it on upgrading, because I could find a shop at any moment that would be able to heal it. At the same time, we're almost at 1/3 hull. I'm thinking... That's more likely going to save our lives at the moment. We need to have 2 layers of shielding. It'll give us a chance at least. Now I'm going to fly towards this distress signal because it seems that you can tell if it's a distress signal or if it's a shop from being just one sector away. So that one looks like it borders more sectors, so we'll have a higher chance of finding something. Right. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. The satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Now, you'll notice we've had this before, and we've only ever had two options, but this time, because we've got an Engi crew member, we can have him remotely repair the defense satellite's targeting system. These blue options are usually things like if you've got a certain crew member, if you've got a certain weapon, if you've got... I mean, not just for this event, but any event. They're like hidden options, which if you meet the requirements are available. And the blue options are almost always good. So we'll go for this one. Your crew member is able to remotely fix the glitch in the defense AI, allowing the repair crew to close in and finish the job. The station gives you its thanks along with a reward. 26 scrap. That's excellent. Oh, is another distress signal? Well, this is pretty cool. I think we'll go ahead and jump. Go visit all these distress signals if we can. A ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate? Well, the Rebel aren't on this map yet. They will be, but yeah, we'll have a look. You find what appears to be pieces of a derelict ship, coated with ice crystals. Before you have the chance to dock, a few asteroids get past your shields and partially damage your engines. You'll have to pull out. Oh, man. That sucks. We got all that damage for nothing. But there is a store. We can use this 42 scrap to repair our hull. An Engi ship hails. Engine upgrades necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine upgrades. Feel bad about taking ship now. Pardon my language. Let's go ahead and spend everything we've got. Sorry for the noise spam there. But you can't do a partial fix-all. Because we were like 3 or 4 scraps short. Yeah, had to do it all manually. Very annoying. That heavy laser would have been nice. Oh, heavy laser would have been very nice. And an ion bomb. You can teleport these into the ship. That would have been exceedingly good. But alas, we do not have the scrap for it. Now we need to keep ahead of the rebels who are right behind us, thanks to that stop at the shop there. A nearby space station hails you. Greetings, your arrival is most fortuitous. We recently came across some extra drones. If you have some fuel, perhaps we can make a deal. Most fortuitous. Is Grimace on this space station? We can accept their offer, or reject the offer. And again, we're not using drones yet. Once again, we do not have a drone control, unfortunately. Or any drone schematic, so it's really not that it would be useful for us anyway. Let's go ahead and jump here. A mantis ship engaging a civilian hails you. Sparks fly about his cockpit as he yells. Stay out of this, human, else you're next. Well, clearly we're going to aid the civilian ship. You frown, power up your weapons, and prepare to engage the mantis ship. Not today. Swamps would not have forgiven us if we had let this mantis ship go on about its details. Wow, there is an Engi on this ship. Traitor scum. That is disgusting. Maybe he's a slave. Maybe it's someone Swamp's nose. Well, we could use a missile, but I don't think there's a need. All they've got up is their laser right here. And every time they seem to get the missile system up, we manage to knock it back down. So this is an easy fight. Hopefully we'll get a chance to rescue Swamp's cousin. No. Oops. Sorry, Swamps. The mantis ship breaks apart. We can attempt to contact the civilian ship. We've got one to fuel there as well. Yes. This sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. I think my crew can patch up some of your hull damages, thanks. That is excellent. We are back at full hull. and we have 2 layers of shielding. That is really good. Shame about Swamp's cousin, but sacrifices need to be made, Swamps. Sorry. He was working with the Mantis anyway. You don't really want to be associating with that kind of person. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress signal until the pirate cuts it off and splits the bounty if you sit tight. Offers to split the bounty. Ooh, 3 fuel. Well, it's one thing to kill mercenaries and space pirates to steal their scrap, and it's entirely another thing to sit idly by and watch space pirates kill civilians. Especially in the Engi sector. Swamps, again, just wouldn't forgive us. We're going to have to try and be a hero. The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks weapons onto your ship. They don't have a boarding party, which is always nice. It's a mixed crew, a human, what looks like a rock person, and a Engi. We'll try and keep their weapon system down. I should start exploring, well actually I'm going to try that now. I'll start exploring what sort of success we have with taking out the helm, because I've watched a few other Let's Plays and it seems that when you lose helm, you lose any ability to dodge. Well, that would be nice. If we could guarantee our hits. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. Ooh, 5 fuel. 7 missiles and 11 scrap. I really want to take that. And I can imagine Aavak and Swamps having a heated debate right now about our mission and the importance. And the fact that we've damaged the pirate ship enough that the civilian ship probably could win the fight, but you look in Swamp's tiny little cyborg eyes. No, we can't do it. We've got to take this out. Damn you, morality. That would have been awesome. I hate being a hero. I hate missing as well. Well, we should be able to end it. Actually, no, we're going to have to punch the shield no matter what. Actually, that fire might end it for us, so we'll just try to take that the helm as well. Oh, you know, you guys could surrender. That would be awesome. Give me a person. No, okay. Leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, you go to examine the ship you just saved. We only got 13 scrap, that was terrible. Thank the heavens you showed up. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but our engineers should be proficient enough to patch up your ship. We were barely damaged. Oh man. Swamps, we so should have taken that. You... swine. Okay. I think we've got enough time that we can visit this sector and then move along and down. This will backfire horribly if this sector doesn't link the way I want it to. You receive a distress call from a nearby Angie ship. Assistance requested. Danger present. Imminent destruction. Well, you know, we don't make a habit of ignoring distress signals, so we're going to go ahead and help out. You approach to find a Mantis ship assaulting a small Engi space station. You prepare for a fight. Oh, they're going to teleport, aren't they? You swines. Okay. Oh, actually, they're in the med bay. That is a brilliant place for us to fight. And while that's all going down... Oh. Yeah, we'll power up the med bay as well. I was thinking, oh, we're not going to be able to power the med bay, and that's going to be horrible. We need to take that missile out. They may be able to pull their crew out just in the nick of time. Yeah, they did. Oh, actually no, I think we killed one of them. Awesome, back on shields, extra back on weapons. Let's get this thing sorted out. If we go for weapons right now, we'll probably kill that crew member in there as well. We've been hammering him with laser fire this entire time. Yeah, there he goes. And he's going to try and fix it, and we'll finish him off much the same way. This is what you get for being space pirates. Hope all you kids are watching, taking notes, learning lessons. The mantis ship breaks apart. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 25 scrap. Now let's attempt to contact the Engi. The station was in the process of being evacuated. A number of civilian Engis offer their gratitude as they finalize their preparations to leave. They offer some fuel as a reward. 4 fuel. That was quite good. Good deeds do pay. Not much, not as well as accepting pirate bribes, but there's definitely a reward. Let's store there for 57. We'll jump here, see if we can pick up some more scrap, and then see if there's anything in the store worth buying. You inform a nearby station of your flight from the rebels. They offer to outfit your ship with a weapon and wish you well. Wow, we didn't even have to do anything for that. Okay, you know, I think this game is trying to teach me not to be so greedy and, you know, mercenary about things. That good deeds are their own reward, and, you know, and as long as you don't get too caught up in trying to weigh the pros and cons of being nice, then when you are just around, nice things will happen anyway. It's like karma. It's awesome. Heavy laser. Scrap 11. Let's have a look at this. Fires 1 shot, causes 2 damage, with a low chance of fire and breaching. So this is basically a non-shield piercing Artemis that doesn't use ammo. And that is really good. Let's go ahead and jump. Oh, there's 2 stores. We'll jump to this one. What do we get? A message arrives. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. You're about to raise the shield when you realize it's just an Engi trader looking for a trade. Oh, you silly Engi. Oh man. Loads of drones. Drone repair. And drone systems there, but I can't afford it. So we'll just go ahead and stock up on fuel. We could jump to this store and see if they've got anything else. No, we're going to jump here. If we're lucky, we may be able to jump up to the other store still. A small Angie research vessel is trying to fend off a mantis ship. You move in to engage, but after a quick scan of your ship, the mantis ship retreats. The Angie offers you a drone schematic as thanks for your timely arrival. Wow. We're getting a lot of easy victories here. Defense Mark II. It fires faster than a Mark 1 and can also shoot down incoming lasers. Again, a defense drone that shoots down lasers with lasers. It's a wizardry of the highest order. Space wizardry. 70 scrap. Let's go ahead and jump to the store. The Engi can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The Engi have Hive at this beacon are selling equipment for just that. You can buy crew teleport. This is a bit of a dilemma because I could sell this for 37 scrap. That would give us 107. Now, I could buy drone control, but I'd have no drones to put in it. I could buy a crew teleporter, and that might be useful, but I'm thinking that taking an extra Engi crew member because of their repair skills and some more fuel would be a much better deal. And we have Williams. Williams the Engi. Was once human. Assimilated by the Borg. Eventually won his independence from Hugh and his individuality. Moved on after that little scuffle with Data's brother. And now lives independently with the Engi here in Faster Than Light. Well done, Williams. Got a harder life than most. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. The captain of this ship claims he can provide services, as long as you've got the scrap. We can... Oh, it's just a regular mercenary. And... Wow. I wouldn't give him scrap to do anything anyway. But I wouldn't mind the scrap he has. We've got... It's a full Angie ship in a mantis ship. That's a bit... bizarre. Right, well, these Engi are going to have quite a hard time fighting against my humans and Engi, so good luck. Oh, this missile could hurt. Right, oh, man. I was trying to time it there so that I could take the shields down with the burst laser and then hit with the heavy laser. Right, the burst laser's firing, so I'm going to go ahead and fire the heavy laser now and hope. Actually, we'll keep you guys around. Get Williams up with swamps to help fix the O2. Alright, there we go. In fact, although it's really hard to see, I think that hissing sound means that our heavy laser caused a breach right under that engine. The red warning light there, I think, means that the room's losing oxygen. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Have our burst laser target the helm. Once that's done, right, Williams, you take weapons while Extra goes and heals. Once that's done, we'll hit with the heavy laser. Wow, that heavy laser is really effective. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Okay, let's check their health. Arson, go up there and heal up. Extra, take back weapons, and Williams, you can go stand in the middle of the ship again. Power down medbay, power up engines, and yeah, we've pretty much done everything in this sector we wanted to. I think we only missed like 3 or 4 sectors as well, which is really good. And we can continue moving through the Engi controlled sectors, or swap down towards a civilian sector. I still prefer the look of the lower chain. The up chain has, well, there's no necessity to go through a hostile sector in the upper chain. Actually, okay, we'll avoid the hostile sectors for as long as we can. If we go along the upper route that's open to us now, at jump 5, we'll continue along the lower route to avoid this hostile sector at the very top. We'll have to go through a nebula, but then we'll be at the end sector. So, providing we survive. Let's go ahead and jump into the Engi controlled sector now. You've arrived in Engi space. The Mantis have been threatening the Engi core world, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. Okay, now, typically I've been ending these videos as soon as I jump into a new sector, but this video is only 23 minutes long so far, so we'll continue looking. The exit's not too far away, actually. It's not like right on the outskirts. But we'll see if we can make a long jump between this beacon and the others and swing up along the south. Or the bottom of the map, at least. I don't know which way south, north, east, west in this game. Debris from a battle is scattered around the system. A few pieces bounce against your ship. You passively scan them and discover that there is a functioning weapon amongst them. A firebomb. Ooh. Let's check that out. Now, a firebomb is a self-teleporting explosive designed to damage crew members and light fires. It can target your own ship. It requires 2 power. It charges up for 15 seconds. It requires a missile per shot. It doesn't do any damage to the systems or the hull, but it has a very high chance of lighting a fire and does 2 damage to personnel. So that's pretty cool. Using one of those in someone's weapons room, the fire could eventually cause damage regardless. So that's quite nice. We'll keep that. I mean, we'll power down our burst laser if we need to power that up. Let's move on. Yes, we can make a long jump, so we'll jump down to this unvisited sector. Oh, there had to be a star. This beacon has been placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. The ship will gradually overheat until you get out of here, or die. A pirate, apparently oblivious to the danger of the sun, moves into a gauge. Probably because he's got an awesome shield. I'll just pause it here. You're too close to a star. Solar flares will light the ship on fire. Shields will reduce the effect. So we've got 2 layers of shielding, which is going to help. We need to lay into their shield with everything we've got for now. Just fire everything at the shield and try to reduce it. Right, we've got a fire in the door control room. This one we can vent. Actually, get over there. And you extra. We'll try and sort this fire out. We're going to power down the heavy laser and bring back online the burst laser. More useful for us right now. Should get Williams in there as well. Fire in the O2. Williams, Swamps, get up there and deal with that. It is imperative we bring that back online. Swamps, back on engines. Williams, actually go help repair the weapon system with extra. Okay, we've taken their weapons down for the time being. What we'd really like to do is take down their shields as well. Okay, you get a frantic message. Take everything we have, just don't kill us. Fuel 5, missile 6, and scrap 14. That is a very good offer. We accept, and we're not going to stay for that solar flare. Goodbye. I'll head for this distress ball. I wonder if that solar flare... It did. It got us just before we left. Damn you, solar flare. You follow the distress beacon to a small asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. They message you. Help. Our shields are down, and I don't know how much longer we can last. We can try to shield their ship with ours and escort them out of the field, or don't risk this ship and leave them to their fate. We can't. I mean, they're face to face. It's not like we're just ignoring a signal and can, hide our shame behind the infinite blackness of space. They're literally there. They can see us, so we're going to have to help. You succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed, but your ship took a number of hits in the process. They offer some of the scrap and fuel they were mining out of the asteroid as thanks. 3 fuel, 37 scrap. That's not bad, actually. Again, we'll vent that. Swamps down there and arson. I mean, the danger is away, so we don't need to worry too much about our shields. Get everyone into the med bay. Get that fixed. Close that door. Wow. That was a bit nasty. No, don't power down the oxygen to power up the med bay. Williams, you're healed. Extra's healed. I have to power down the med bay again. We do a lot of that lately. Powering down, powering up. And the other thing I'd like to do is get more oxygen. This way, if we take a hit, we can... actually, we'll put some extra in there. And whilst we don't need it, we'll power up the engines. But in cases where oxygen is low, we can just power up the oxygen supply, and we'll get a better boost to it. I'll just read that out actually, because I clicked it a bit too fast. We've got a 3 times oxygen fill boost now. And we're on... The engines themselves give 15 dodge, which is really nice. So we'll wait for our oxygen to hit 100%. Which it should do shortly. There we go. Back on engines. We've now got, in total, an evade of 25. So we've got 1/4 chance to dodge anything that's shot at us, which is really good when you think about it. Let's go ahead and visit this. Trying to stay ahead of the rebel fleet. There must have been rich pickings for pirates around here up until the war broke out. The pirate you encounter here looks worn down, but hungry. You'll have to fight. Right, they've got a mixed crew. 2 humans, an Engi, a Zoltan. They're quite awesome. I wish we had one of those on our crew. They've got a teleporter, so they will be teleporting over to us, I'm imagining. We'll go ahead and try to break open... Williams, get into the med bay. Yeah, let them come in with you. Get everyone in there to kill them. Actually, Williams, you take the helm. Aavak, get in there. Your robust human form should be a bit more useful in taking that out. I'll probably teleport back because the teleporter will blink blue for a little while after being used. and that shows how long it needs time to recharge. And as long as you can... Oh wow, Swamp's got really badly hit there. Let's get everyone in there to repair that breach, and Swamps, you get to medbay. But as I was saying, once it goes green, they can teleport back out, so... Let's try and hit their weapons again. You've clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. No. No quarter given. You shouldn't have asked. Cowards. We will not accept surrender. Not after you breached our ship, anyway. Go ahead and knock their weapon systems down again. Well, it's already down, so go for the helm. There we go. 2 fuel, 1 drone part, and 26 scrap. Swamps, go back to engines. All the humans to the med bay. Med bay's still powered, so that's good. Right. Extra. Weapons. Arson. Shields. Williams. Med bay. Aavak helmet. And this looks like a good time to wrap up the video. Let's just have a quick check at what we've got. We've got a store over there, so that'll be nice to come back to. We've got 45 scrap, which will probably be enough to repair our ship. I don't think we're going to be able to buy anything interesting, so we'll probably hit this beacon first, I imagine. Yeah, we're doing not too badly. We're on the 3rd sector. Looks like clean sailing through it so far. We've got a little bit of damage, certainly, but our ship's in good condition. We've got 4 weapon systems that we can choose from. We've got 5 crewmen, 2 laser shielding, and 27 fuel. I don't think we're going to need fuel for a long time. We can start ignoring instances where we're offered a lot of fuel to do something terrible, like ignore a pirate ship killing civilians, which we weren't doing anyway. But now we don't need to feel bad when we have to ignore it. So... we'll wrap the video up here, and I hope to see you next time. Take care.